them?
I built up signs to warn people of the spirits. I took those
No,
signs down.
you pissed on their shrine. I saw it.
I I pissed on their shrine when they smashed up my house.
You
I pissed on their
provocated them.
shrine. I didn't provocate. They destroyed my home. So I
Yes.
pissed on their shrine.
I understand
I
your
spoke.
anger, but there's all madness here. I do not know what the spirits intend for everyone. It seems you've earned their ire. They've earned yours as well, destroying your home.
Well, one of the spirits has come down to quote unquote rebuild my home brand new, exact as it was. I do not trust the spirits, but I've given them that village 3 days to rebuild it, and if not, I'm coming back to lay waste to the village and destroy their shrines.
Who, framed you? One of these people who...
One of these people, a man with a black beard and no helmet. He wears green from time to time. I think his name is what is his name? I keep on forgetting it. It's something Roke or
Who do you mean?
something
Who do you mean?
Bork.
Borg? Rook?
I'm not sure what his name. If I see him again, I will tell you. But this man, he's dangerous. He's brutish and quick to violence. When I was talking to them and talking to calm down, he provoked me and smashed me and attacked me several times in front of their leader, who did nothing to restrain his own men. I'm a civil man, and I understand disagreements happen, but I'm more than willing to work with people. Through cooperation, we can live and create a fair society, a better one, for us all. But this man would not listen. This man did everything he could to destroy it.
Let's get
So-
out of this rain and continue our conversation somewhere more comfortable and freezing. What was that light up there?
No one knows. The spirits can swivel on it.
Who is this? You there. Turn around.
Hey, turn around. Stay here. Stay or we shoot.
Why are you running? Huh? Speak to me.
Hold.
Who are you? Why do you turn and flee when you see people?
I know you people. You're not good.
Who says
Sit on a
this?
throne. On your throne, Emperor.
I am not
Take
a,
a seat.
I am not an emperor. I'm a Jarl of these lands that I have claimed for myself. Are you the one who's been spreading
Yourself?
words about me, huh? Is that you? What is your name?
I have not spread any word of you what wouldn't be true.
How would you know that? You've never
Your
talked
land-
to me. Huh? Do you even know who I am? Do you know what my deeds, what my people are? What my plans are? Or are you assuming the worst because I have claimed the land for myself and my people?
I only wish to travel through your lands, but you decided to chase me. I have heard what you seek.
And from who?
I'm not standing in your way. I'm just passing by.
What is
You're
your
not
name?
who you say you are. Then you shall have no trouble with me passing through here. Haven't you?
I do not have problems with people passing through. I have problems with people who are sneaking about and turn their back when they see me. It makes me suspicious of them and their intentions.
Somebody passing your land?
When we
Somebody
walked towards you,
sneaking
you
through.
turned and ran. That is suspicious, do you not think?
Do you threaten everybody that tries to cross your land?
I do not.
Words
Only
are not
those who are
like-
suspicious.
I'm passing through, and he did not threaten me, because I did not turn and run. And you
We've
get to
had
answer his
people-
question.
Let me talk, please.
What's your name?
Let me say something to you first. We've had people spreading rumors about me, saying things, riling up others without any proof of my intentions. So I am on edge, considering people are making things dangerous for the people I have pledged myself to protect here in these lands. So I want to build something for my generations to come.
Your generations. Is that so?
Yes, my generations of my friends and family. Does a man not
Your
build a house
friends?
and claim it?
Is that what you are? Are you his friend? Or are
Aye,
you his servant?
I'm not his servant. I'm
Oh.
passing through to an army westwards, and yet here he is offering me nice warm fire to stand and converse in, and you are causing trouble, so I suggest you just put your attitude away and be friendly and answer some questions.
I would like to
Hey,
know your name the least. You can do that as a favor.
Name is Geralt.
Terrible.
Geralt Cassian. And I'm survivor of my family, and I will not shackle myself again. And others may
you
feel the
alone
same. I have not spread any rumors about you. I have just shared my experience.
How about this? Let's all get out of the rain, enjoy the heat of the fire, we can all talk in peace and put our weapons and shields away. Because I want to know everybody who comes through my lands, since I've laid claim to this peninsula of the river's bend.
What gives you that right? Claim land for yourself.
I,
But these people which
I chose this land. I grabbed it. I took it for myself. Because I want to build something here for my family and my friends. Does not anybody who else who builds homes here claim land? Or are they going to be kicked out when I decide to walk in there because they do not own the land, huh? Huh? What do you mean? You seem confused, perhaps. Do you not own land either? Do you not claim something for yourself coming to this new land? Or are you merely just a wanderer for the rest of your life?
wandered we have all for long and far. But very few lands have dispelled us. You must admit
Someone's coming.
your settlement.
Someone's
Oh.
watching us.
Is that what they call you? Yeah.
Who are you?
The monarch at all. After all.
What's your name?
Well, you should understand I am no friend to the Empire. I will raise my blades to them if I see them here. Or I will not run with my tail between my legs again after being exiled. So yes, I will build my own kingdom. A place that I can defend myself, me and my friends, against the Empire if they are to come here. Maybe you have heard the rumors of the Empire already being here,
come in.
to the north. And there are sympathizers here as well. Which I didn't...
Convenient.
I see green helmets, so I imagine some of you are from the Shire folk over there. That just imagine what, just saw
The
what
Shire
happened.
folk are nothing but barbarians.
No one is from the Shire folk.
They are
Well,
cruel creatures.
I wouldn't know
someone
anything
should
about
know this.
that.
beings.
is Gorm here? I can't tell who's.
I'm
who
right
is
here,
Gorm is.
but we are conversating.
Hey,
Let us
you
finish
met
this
me.
conversation first.
Met me. Anyway, is there somewhere I can sit by a fire and cook up some of this meat and get out of the rain?
The Longhouse.
Find me there. I have
Maybe-
a story to tell if none of you have heard it from the Shire.
Maybe we can all go to the house. It's rainy and cold here.
I'm fairly certain I was in that story. My name's Grundle. Grundle Troll.
No, I know.
You said your name was Geralt.
I know your voice.
Geralt.
Terrible.
With a D.
I know some do not like me taking a claim to this land, but they will have to deal with it. I do not claim much besides the peninsula here. I don't see myself expanding out farther than this. But I will take this for myself, for my friends and family. Some others share the same ideals and take land elsewhere. This land is big enough for all, don't you think?
Very few land are passings. Especially a passing for the Empire. Isn't it convenient that it has set camp just in front of your door?
What in front of my door?
Haven't you said that there is an Empire north of here? That it has come here?
Yes, I've heard rumors from Glaive and others, Cormac, who've passed through the lands, saying that the Empire has come to these lands, and they are to the north, far north. And I'm not sure how far they are because I have not seen it with my own eyes. These are rumors I've heard, so my blade will be ready to face them if they are to come here.
Your words now resonate with me. I certainly hope you are, just as you say you are. But greed knows no place between the free people. Greed is something that empires built. Whatever you might call it, a kingdom, an empire. Oh,
Then let my actions and my deeds show true. Then you can judge me once you see what I do. But so far I share this land with people who are like-minded. We grow together in prosperity here. If you ask any of these villagers here, blacksmith, hunters, they are happy to be under my service. They are happy to be here. And I do not force them to be here either. They are free people. They choose to leave. They may leave. I would not stop them.
certainly hope that the future will reveal only truth to be in your words. But until then, apologize if I will take caution and not leave my trust with those which don't deserve it.
I appreciate it. I can tell you, I made my first farmhouse here. It seems like a month ago now. We all came to the Winter Pass. I had started building a home, and someone had compared me to the Empire before I was even made Jarl. I was building a home, and I had caught someone sneaking around and snooping, and he started running when I confronted him. Then he was rude to us when we were trying to ask him why he was listening in on our personal conversation. Never knew the man's name, but when he left, ever since he had started trouble, I believe. Making rumors, starting problems between other exiles with us. And I've stuck here to mostly my lands. Building.
Sorry, a bug in my ear must have disturbed me. Would you say that again?
Which part?
Building?
A short story is, there was a man who was sneaky like a serpent who was listening on private conversations. When I had approached him, he was rude and confrontational. And when he left, ever since then, rumors started appearing about me and my kin here, about who we really are. Yet he's never met us again or conversated since. The only words we had was me threatening to have him beaten for being rude and trespassing upon my farm when I first came here through the mountain pass.
Yes, I admit that was me.
That was you.
I have passed through your land, for I had camp on the other side of the river. You have chosen a place to settle which will see much people pass through. And if you say you want to know of each and everyone's identity, I must ask myself, what gives you the right to ask others?
The right is you are coming through my land that I have claimed. That is my right. To know who is in my land, who are near my homes, my friends. I want to know who they are, where they came from, what they can do. What if they are a murderer who comes in my lands? If they aren't, then I have a friendly conversation about trade or other things, or mead. You are someone who is suspicious of others. Do not know where you came from in the Empire, before we all were exiled to these lands. That was you skulking about. I did not recognize you because I did not remember from a while back. You were quick to leave. But you can understand eavesdropping on someone's conversation and when your approach can make others unease.
Need understanding. But threats I do not take lightly either.
And I do not give out threats lightly either.
Unfortunately, I heard quite the differ.
You have earned my ire that day.
I will wear it proud.
Perhaps when you hear of my accomplishments, my deeds, and my actions, perhaps you'll think different of me. But I have no need to prove it to you now. Only time will tell.
Hope so.
If you come to the lands
Only-
again, all I ask is you respect my law, and that is all. You can come in through. You can come through as long as you are peaceful. You come here to trade. It is fine. I will not stop you. I have no reason to. We have merely miscommunicated. And that aggressively as well.
So, at least I know that not all exiles have found a new coziness in these lands, which makes them uncaution.
These
Ambitions
early
to-
days, we're all scrambling to find is our path in these new lands, where we will settle, where we will lay our heads, and how we will grow. Not only that, the spirits are unclear of their intentions, which I imagine adds further unease to the exiles in these lands.
Indeed. Tensions we had in the past enough. For now, these lands are plentiful. Not fight over more passages, how important they ever might be. I will respect your wish, and let you know in the future when I will pass through your land.
I am quick to approach anybody I do not recognize, to say hello, to introduce myself, but I find people suspicious when they turn and walk away. The other day, earlier on, 3 people had approached the front of my gate, or I guess my fence, or they call that the gate, and they learned that I was living here, and they had turned tail. Perhaps rumor had spread about who I might be, making them uneasy. They were suspicious to me. I never got to talk to them, but they had left as soon as they heard that Gorm Hrafn lived here, and these were his lands. And all that happened was my friend Titi had asked them who they were, and so on. Lucius,
You must
what is it?
know, I
Just letting you know I'm back from my travels, and I need to speak with you soon regarding the spirits.
I will meet you inside the longhouse shortly. Maybe wait for me there.
Okay.
will let you be. You have much to deal with your servants, it seems.
Safe travels, and may the spirits be in your favor.
Now all favor. Before I leave, though, it's the word of caution. Friend or enemy, I do not wish you harm, for we all have been through a lot. We all paid our price for our newfound freedom. I do not wish to cause caution, but many have heard rumors spreading faster than I myself have. But these rumors I have not single-handedly caused by myself. Your actions have resembled the memory of our past, living beneath the Empire, beneath lords. We do not wish to repeat the past.
I tell you this, I am not responsible for your past traumas. Those are your own paths you must walk and come to terms with. My advice to you is those hardships steel into a ball and harden yourself. Or use it as a blade when you need to defend yourself. I cannot be aware of everyone else's past traumas besides my friends and my own. I'm not all knowing not to be aware of everyone's past. You draw your weapons. Do you mean to fight now? Were you insulted?
No. I'm just trying to demonstrate that we have all already folded our anger and our hatred for the Empire into weapons and blades. And if an Empire emerges, somebody tries to not to be oppressed again, but instead oppress others, we shall drop that. We, all the free men and women of this land, be cautious with what you do and what you say. For suspicion lays within our life. Suspicion is what keeps us alive. And I understand that you have your own as well. But not everyone that wishes just to pass through land is in debt to you.
Then I have nothing to worry about. I know my path is clear. And I think in due time you will realize.
Nothing to worry about. I hope certainly that we will fight side by side when that groups catch up with us.
If you do hear everything of the Empire, let me know. Because it's still rumors that they may have been through here recently to the north. I've not yet investigated myself. But I must meet my friends and kin in the Longhouse. I have things to do. I'm glad that our misunderstanding could have been clarified with words finally.
We'll see about that. But till then, let me leave you with something. So you shall not forget my name again, and shall you need arise, you know where to find a good arrow.
Are you a Fletcher, then?
I have learned much from my family.
I appreciate the arrow. Perhaps we'll see each other soon again. I am sure we will see each other soon again, actually. But I must return to my people now. They've been waiting long enough.
You be safe. May the spirits watch over you and your people.
And what is your name?
I'm Titi.
Titi, you keep changing your clothes.
I don't want to wear this green shit anymore. What is your opinion for the town over there? It's called the Shire or something.
I have not made an opinion yet. I hardly know them.
Well, I'm a smith, so I know my way around the week.
Gather more men. I've already gathered, I think Rocco. He's a healer and he wants to stay peaceful, but he's for the cause. I think I'll drag him there.
What are we plotting about in here, huh?
Anything to bring down the Empire and their stupid spirits they've been spouting about.
Damn these spirits, I piss on them.
Take another route. Find more people before you go west. I'll do the same.
Of
I'm gonna
course.
go south to the Whispering Lake. You don't need to come live in the west. There, when the time comes, when these loyalists rise up against us and keep doing what they did to you.
Now that I have a moment to sit down in a warm building, away from the rain. Or my guest again. Could you please say your names once more?
Roscoe Ash.
I am.
Roscoe, it's good to see you again. I believe we've met earlier, right?
Passing, yes.
Yes. And you who had earned the ire of the spirits, what was your name again?
My name is Grundle Trog.
Grundle Trog, and you are a giant hunter, you said?
Yes.
I've fought 3 myself so far. They are truly dangerous creatures.
3. Oh, dear man. 3 is not nearly. Oh, 3. My God. That is no easy feat, but may I say. 3. 3. Oh, that is easy numbers, my son. Far more lie out there. Far bigger lie out there.
I'm sure of it,
Giants
but I do not
twice
go
the
looking
size.
for them. They come here, I kill them.
Yes. They, they do find their way to villages.
Beautiful tavern.
It's
May I ask who built this?
I built this. My own
Wow.
sweat and tears.
An architect yourself. You see, my father was an architect, and I have interest in such things. Respect for them.
Grundle, I do not... What are the words I should use? It is unfortunate that your home was destroyed by the spirits and others who do not agree with you. But I was not there to see it with my own eyes of the outcome, so... You have my sympathy, but... At the same time, I wish not to make opinion of the spirits just yet, despite myself even being attacked by one in thorns. But the others could be peaceful, or others could be darker. I yet to know their true intention or how many spirits are even out there.
Agents of the Empire to cloud your mind. Jarl, is that correct, what you're calling?
Yes, I am Gorm Hrafn.
You're agents of the Empire to cloud your mind. You saw the destruction they bring. Didn't they call that spirit Spirit of Joy? He had fun destroying this man's home. Nothing but agents of the Empire.
I am not sure if we can claim that yet, Roscoe. Though I will not be claiming the same. Your opinion is your own, though.
These are
highly
foul
doubt-
creatures.
I highly doubt the spirits or anything to do with the Empire.
Imperial or not, they've caused transgressions against those here. They have brought us to be merely pawns in their game. I agree, Jarl. We do not know how many they are, we do not know all of their intentions, but there are to be of concern.
And they are
Those that
of
we do
concern
not
for
know.
me.
Jarl, with one swing of this creature's hammer, this entire building would be toppled, and we would all be rescinded to ash. This is an unwieldy force. Why must we pray to these beings, these creatures, with no purpose but to make us exist in their own servitude? Does that not constitute them as evil as the Emperor himself? And if such, well, the Emperor could never have smashed a hammer and destroy cities and villages, so was it not better to stay with him? Well, I serve no master, but I work with was with me. But these beasts make it impossible. They take tough times and make them harder. Demand tribute when we have got yet nothing to give.
But on the other hand, they did guide us here and ease the suffering of others. It's hard to say if
Guide-
they're all the same or not.
Guide us? How
Guide
many
us
people
here.
died on your way here? Because for me, it was almost everyone.
I lost
Guide
much.
is that?
Guide us.
I'll say
How do
this
you know
before
these beings are the
before I
same?
lose my words in my head. I have not made my decision about the spirits yet, nor do I worship them. But I have given thanks for the times they have helped me and my kin. But I have cursed them on the other hand for the times they've caused suffering as well. Spirit of Thorns, Spirit of Growth, whatever the name is, has brought the Tindermen here, and me and my kin fought tooth and nail to stop them. They were destructive and large, but we defeated them. But on the other hand, I was guided here through a storm. I did not feel the embrace of the spirits until I was in the most worst place in my life. Caught in a storm, black as night, rain freezing my skin, waves the size of buildings. and all I felt was something pulling me towards a direction. So I followed it, turning my boat in that direction, and Lucius and I had seen the land. Our boat broke upon the shores, and we climbed. The winds are warmer in the directions towards this valley. They have guided me to a safer location, but the others... Let's put it this way. I am not worshipping them. I am cautious about them, but I am giving thanks where thanks is deserved, and I'm cursing them where cursing is deserved as well. I have not assumed much because I do not know much about these spirits. But we all have our own hardships as well, and I have not experienced yours, and you have not experienced mine as well.
Jarl, forbade their worship here. Forbade their idolization here. I beg you, that is the only way you will keep your village safe. Where they seek thanks is where they prey upon next. The village I was from, Scarshire, destroyed due to their fanatical prayers.
Scarshire
And
was
when they
destroyed.
Scarshire was destroyed, half of it in ruins.
I was knocked out by the blast myself.
I was not aware that there was that village so close. I heard someone mentioning a village, but I didn't hear it was Scar. That is...
Do not pray. I put up signs to warn people, and they came and destroyed my home. They destroyed half of the village in anger.
Spirits are not your friends, regardless whether you believe they're imperial devices or not.
You already
They
heard
are.
my
Because it
opinion.
just
They are
means
not my
another enemy.
friends, but this gives me a lot to think upon, a lot to consider, a
give you
lot to
this-
ponder.
I've been studying these creatures since I found my hatred. Now I will tell you this. Whether you pray for them, they come to you. So do not pray and forbade their worship. If you do that, you may be safe. If not, and they do come, prepare your men, steady your hand, and cool your steel. Because it will be a fight for everything you have built and for everything you cherish. Because they hold no mercy, they are not beings like you and I. They are beings far beyond our power and limit. But I hope that one day we will bring one down and show the rest we are not to be trifled with.
Aye.
Let me ask you this, because I'm curious what you would think of this. I do not pray to them, I do not worship, but I give thanks. I think there's a big difference there. But say they are not getting what they asked for, and they bring the same pain and injustice as well. What of that then? I will still fight, also raise a blade if I am to be attacked by spirits, as I had when the spirits of thorns attacked the other day. I defended
You'll
myself.
have no chance against what we saw yesterday. If
We
we
saw-
band together and we get better weapons and equipment and do whatever we can. Don't know what we saw.
It was devastating. The problem we have is that giving thanks may be akin to a tribute. If you give tribute, they'll expect it. And they'll expect more each time. And they'll expect more and more until you cannot give anything. Till you can't even give them the shirt on your back. They stripped the Scarshire leader of all of his clothes and forced him to burn. And if he didn't, his houses would be set on fire by lightning. How can you agree to this? How can you give thanks to beings that would so quickly destroy you? We are nothing but pawns here. Now we can take these hands into our own matter and we can take on these beings. But I promise you this. If you do nothing else but forbade the worship, idolization, or any shrines in your village, I can guarantee you they will not come. They only occur in villages where people pray, give thanks, or enshrine them.
Well,
They
I hadn't
thrive
thought
off
of it,
worship.
but I can agree with him. I have my original village I settled in, and I also have the frontier setting up, and neither do we pray to the spirits, and then neither have they
What are
shown
you
up.
doing up there?
If you pray, if you have faith, if you need faith, then pray to the old gods. The old gods, Orin and Dur, they will give you
down here.
what you need.
I've not heard
They
of
will
these
give
old gods. I've heard of no gods from where I came from.
Orin and Dur are dwarven gods, gods of steel, gods of
Who are
courage,
you?
gods that give you not gifts but give you knowledge, give you the courage to do is what must be done.
Okay. I'm the other
These are not
blacksmith. Nice
gods
to meet you. I'm
that harm.
on the
I want
right
to
side
walk
of the
to your village and see the destruction from my own eyes.
And of course, if you want to go,
It's a woman.
I believe
Take him there.
construction is well underway though, but I can give you an outline of what happens.
You better get
Yeah,
down
well
here,
met. I need to
I
head
will
south.
shoot an arrow.
Good
Up
luck
there.
on your mission. Find more men, and I'll see you.
Who
in
is
the west.
this?
It's not your house.
I do not know, Gorm. Just someone on the roof.
Do they not speak?
No.
Looks like a spy.
Probably another
Wait a
Empire
second.
loyalist.
I believe I know her.
Shoot him.
Do not shoot unless I give the order. These are my lands. Who are you? What is your name? If you refuse to speak, I will have them fill you with arrows.
Speak.
Your name isn't important. It is important to me. This is my land. I'm Jarl of this land here.
Jarl, I believe this is the one that swung the hammer.
This is one of the spirits.
That one that swung the hammer was wearing some strange armor. This one seems.
Aye, but the hair is red as fire and the eyes as blue as ice. This is her.
Yeah,
She
I
did
think
not
I saw her
speak.
before. But she spoke to me before.
An Empire spy. She have
fire
a
until
device
Gorm
to
says
destroy
so.
another house?
Listen, if you are not of my people, do not cause aggressions in the land. Let me make the choice to shoot an arrow or not.
Exactly what a spy would say.
Just speak.
Who are you? What is your purpose? Are you a spirit? These are things I would like to know.
Bastard tracked me here. Destroy my house and come to this village?
May be wrong. They might come after us wherever we go, whether town's afraid of them or not. I say we kill her before she destroys this house too.
This is my land,
That's
and it's
our
my
decision.
choice. If you are to cause problems for me, I will have you removed forcefully.
I see spirit, I hear spy.
Prove that you are a spirit to us, please, then. You look only as a person to me.
Jarl, I interrupt. This is a spirit. This is the one that swung the hammer. Do not engage. Do not. I swear to you, spirit, if you
this
engage,
house.
I will burn you,
Kill her
and I
now,
will
she's going
destroy
to
all
destroy
you
this
have.
town. Let us loose our arrows.
If you fire an
destroy-
arrow, I want those who are not of my jarldom to leave. Let me solve this problem through myself. Now I know this is a spirit.
Holy shit, what happened?
Jarl, these things are uncooperative and bound not to us.
Gorm,
Kind of
I'll be
smoke
over at
screen.
my
She's
tower.
Probably behind the house.
Now listen to me, everybody here. I understand you are fearful of these spirits. I understand that your lands have been destroyed. But remember, this land claim here is mine. My choices are final here. If you are to start violence of a spirit and have my place destroyed because you loosed an arrow, I will come for you with rage if my friends and family are slain on base of your actions.
Should have killed her. Making their own choice.
I will make my choice
It's
when I
his
am
choice to
ready to
make.
make my choice. I will not be persuaded by folks I barely know. I listen to your stories. They intrigue me, but I have to ponder upon these things. As a leader, it's important I make the right choice.
That a spy that slinks around on your roof. At least I walked through your front gate and said hello.
I do not know if they're a spy or the Empire. I've decided. I'm not as thinking of you. But if you continue to make accusations and earn my ire, I'll ask you to leave my land claim.
Oh, I head south to the Whispering Lake. I'll come back in a few days' time and I'll see what your mood is then.
Very well. I need time to ponder and think upon what I have seen today, so I can make my right choice. A thought-out
Before
choice.
you ponder, follow me and I'll show you the destruction.
I still want to see the ruins for my own
Then
eyes.
follow me.
Very reasonable. Good day up. I will see you soon.
Oh, people.
Travel safe.
A lot of people.
Oh.
Or these.
No clue.
We are people, thank you very much.
Who are you?
What is
What
your-
is your name? There's no need to draw weapons. These.
Oh, I'm Luke. This is Ash. We live northwest of here.
Luke and Ash, welcome to River's Bend. Make yourself warm inside the longhouse. Unfortunately, I am busy and will not be able to conversate with new folks in my land. Fill yourself with food and drink. I'll be back if you are around. We will conversate and I'll learn of you. And I will tell stories to each other. But currently, I have to travel to see something with my own eyes.
Alright, I guess we'll take a look around.
That's quite the introduction.
Dangerous beasts you face, Jarl. I hope you make the right decision.
We'll see. Only time will tell. Unfortunately, things are not clear in this new land. Lots of new people I have learned to trust. I have just met you today, and I do not know you well. But perhaps I will get to know you. Perhaps you are right in your judgment of these spirits. Perhaps you are wrong and misguided, but that's for me to decide on my opinion of you.
And of course, you are free to make your decision. I just hope that once properly informed, you'll make whatever decision you feel right. That's all. Now, Jarl, when we enter this village, we may not be welcome. These individuals still fanatical to this creatures. So we meet.
If you
We
wish
may
to
need to
stay
be careful.
behind, I will
No.
talk to them. I wish to
I
learn what they think they know, so I can make my judgment.
Well, their leader believes it's my fault. Their leader believes that my signs disrupted the spirits, but the spirits played fools of us
You left
before
signs.
those signs. Yes, my signs warning of the spirits being evil.
Did you leave signs in
They
my
didn't-
land as well?
Oh, no. I think she followed me. She's she's rather persistent.
Except for these bars, they're fearsome.
Nothing I can't handle.
I have a duty to protect a lot of people right now. I have enemies on different sides, some exiles, perhaps some spirits. I'm not too sure who is who just yet, and I have to be careful in my judgment, for if I kill the wrong people, I could set in motion a series of revenge killings.
Well, I tell you this. If you see one in thorns, and it comes in green mist, it is not friend, it is foe.
I believe this one to be foe already. It has attacked my village once before, but I defeated its creatures vigorously.
Aye, we too had to deal with 5 trolls. I believe construction was underway. Some of it is rebuilt, I'm not sure of others.
What buildings were demolished?
I'll show you over here. Yes. I believe construction is finished. But I'll show you.
Wasn't this the home of... What's her name? I forget.
A healer, yes. Here. This was my home. Destroyed. I had many things here. This home, he stood right here, right in the spot I stand, smashed a hammer. My home was gone, the fencing was gone, this building was gone, half of that building was gone, a rather large radius.
Well, they've returned it to
Have
you.
I?
Did you rebuild this?
No, my others rebuilt it. Ah, my home. Jarl, I'm a simple man. A man who likes his things. A man who has built illustrious things. A man who travels. A man who wonders. I am a man who studies. As you can see, but these creatures mean no goodwill. These people here in this town worship them. I will show you.
I've seen the altars and the
Yes,
offerings in this town. I've been through a few times.
this vile filth caused us the ore. I'm disgusted by it every time I see it. If you pray to these beings, they will take everything from you.
Let me talk to these people. I'll be right back.
Alright. Everyone is able to start commence voting?
How do we vote?
Alright, so the way I decided for right now, until we get more sophisticated, was Nero would go on one side of the room and I would go on the other. And it's up to everyone here to go on the side of the room which that representative they choose. So, let the voting commence.
It's Grundle, guys.
Oh, hey, go
Good evening. Good morning, my friend.
What
Friends, we
brings
are
you-
not.
What brings you back here?
Oh,
I have a home here.
Yeah.
That does not mean I am happy with all of you. Your ignorance, your arrogance has caused
I
destruction
don't
to this
plan
place.
to stand here and be insulted.
Grenda, after this meeting, can I actually talk to you before you do any more actions?
Your decisions have caused a lot of harm here.
I am not the one that have made any decisions yet.
I will speak to you. I will speak to you afterwards. But your decisions have caused harm to my home, and to this man who is asleep in his home. I pity all of you. For how could you be so blind?
My
Good
friend.
I've heard of a sundering that happened here. If you don't mind
Yes.
me asking, what was it?
Well, we thought it was a spirit. We were arguing in front of his house over there, and this woman, disguised in rags, came out of put on the best armor, one of the shiniest armor I've ever seen, and came up and just was talking, and then all of a sudden she swung her hammer and destroyed almost a quarter of the town. We have no idea why or how, but no one was ready for it.
I understand the other man's anguish to lose his home. Accusations and rumors are flying faster than I can record, and I'm trying to learn of these spirits the best I can to make my own judgment for my own people in the River's Bend, up the road from here. So I'm curious on your perspective of the events that had happened.
Well,
Okay.
funny
Oh.
enough, we're actually in a meeting for rulership or a commune for representative of the head.
May I listen?
Please,
Of
go
course.
ahead. Take a seat. Is there enough seats for everyone?
I believe so. I believe we're about to vote, friend.
I won't
Yeah,
vote since I'm not part of your village. I'll listen only.
Okay. What?
Well, I think the listening part has just ended.
But, well, we can talk a little more. But,
Well, of course.
well, I guess I can give a brief explanation of how I saw the events. Well, what happened was I woke up and I saw that Garambi was quite mad, and I didn't know why until he told me what happened with the spirits, and he took his clothing. And the same thing has happened to me. I've lost my clothing. Hell, I lost all my Toro hide. All the Toros I hunted gone. But I just kept through it, and you know, I'm still with the spirits. And but he was mad, and I understood where the pain come from after losing so much from a hunt. You never get in a hunter's way in his kill. It will make him mad forever. So I was curious, and he said he was worshipping the old gods, and I did not care at first, you know, who he worshipped. But the way he was going about it was iffy, and what I thought about it might have put the community at threat.
You might have?
Well,
I think you're downplaying this.
It did, yes.
He tried to explain old gods to me, but I've never heard of any gods from where I came from. The first time I heard of any magical beings were these spirits and rumor.
That's what I heard. I never heard of these old gods, and these spirits brought us here, so I believe in them. What happened next was he put up signs all over our shrines saying that these spirits are false and the old gods are true.
He nearly
And
defecated on the shrine, Gorm.
He pissed on it.
I heard he's pissed on it. He said it to me.
And I tried to come to the compromise with them, saying that I'm okay if you move these signs and stuff into your home or close to your home. I don't mind it. Just, you know, I don't want to be out in public because if these spirits, if they see this, we will have problems. And truth behold, we have problems. But he got mad, and he said that he would make 12 more signs if anyone touched these signs. Okay. And things escalated from that. And then we all confronted him. It got over to the point where everything got so bad. Spirit came, told us to throw away our forsaken skin, all the throwhide. So I stripped naked, and I threw all my belongings into the box right in front of the growth and right inside the glowing glow shrine.
That's not even the spirit who visited us.
It's not even the spirit, but I'm not sure. But they said put it in the box.
The spirit came to me at the pond and warned me. Said that you had to destroy the skin, or else other spirits who were not willing to listen or be kind would come by.
And Grundle did not listen, and the spirit took his skins.
And I tried to, say Grundle, sacrifice your skins now before it's too late. But he, didn't listen, and things escalated more. I got to the point where I said I will evict him from I did say. Because, from the village if he does not obey, because lightning has hit my house. Who was there when lightning hit my house?
I was.
Yeah, it hit my house right where I was standing, in that corner, right over there. And then we ran out, and I saw the spirit flying in the air. Didn't know it was raining, storming, harder than I ever seen before. And then
excuse
me. Went. Oh, just stretching your leg. It's okay. And we did not know what to do until the rain stopped, and we were confronting Grundle, and we decided that we would kick him out. But when things were about to break over and we were about to have a fight between us two, a spirit came out of Rags, this gentle woman, not her, and she decided to try to talk it out. But he kept cussing at the spirit, saying, "Your followers are heathens, you are false, the old gods are true." And then, I guess, she destroyed half the town with a single swing from a hammer, and wounded around 14 people. Everyone was here, mostly. Only like a couple of people went. It was devastating. And she felt terrible, and she started rebuilding some of the buildings. but he kept cussing at her and getting mad. I mean, I would be too.
The spirit apologized for making such a destruction. She felt she had overreacted a bit.
Then after that, we wind it down a little, and then a man coming from the west who's saying he's starting a rebellion against the Empire came by, and he accused the spirit of being an Empire spy. Then Grundle, thinking, heard him, and he decided he wanted to come with them. And before he left, he said to me that if I'll come back with men, and I will burn this village down, and I will put a pyre in front of that, in where that longhouse is, and I'll make you beg for mercy.
Wait, Grundle said that?
Yep, he said that.
I did not hear him say that. He said, when did he say this?
After this house was destroyed, and you guys were in the in your house.
That doesn't sound like an idle threat.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do about that. So who was a mercenary? The
I
mercenary
agree with
was
Bo.
Yeah. I told you.
Should have killed him. Well.
As a leader,
Well-
you need to kill people sometimes.
Well, I was
That's
just.
not like that.
I'm not
We
about
can,
that.
we can deal with Rondolph after this. You're not Rondolph. I'm sorry, I mispronounced his name.
How about we vote for the leader, and then once we have a leader established, we finish this topic and get to a decision.
Sounds good to me. Alright.
So which side of the room is which?
Yeah, alright. Good luck, my friend.
Good luck.
The voting may commence now.
I will exclude myself as I have no settlement here and no work.
Alright, Nero showed very firm hands, and he showed more aptitude towards keeping order, which is going to be very useful in the future once we have more neighbors, more people, more threats, and also more criminals and more problems like that. However, right now, I do believe that our progress and the growth of the village, economically speaking, is more important in this early stage. So I choose my side.
What has he done economically? For economy? Out of curiosity.
Me?
Yes. What have you done
I
so
have.
far?
I started communications with Strigger of a southern tribe.
Oh,
And I just-
congratulations on that. My apologies. I was curious.
I marched all the way down there. I actually have a planned meeting with him later. And I sent a raven to him.
Don't you want to watch
I see.
I will
So
watch.
while you done that, I have
more
talked to the
later.
merchants and established connections.
I plan on making an alliance with them down south. They seem like a good military alliance, and since
That is
we
good.
are all good people here, I fear by
That is
trading,
good.
by trading, I would be able to make a decision.
Okay.
That is good.
believe that Convo is going to go to Radolf. I believe he's done as much as he can. He's brought a lot of people.
Wait for me, I will follow you. Yo, they finished. Alright.
I had a phone call from an employer, cause I'm getting a job somewhere. Sorry about that. I had to ponder something for a moment.
All good.
Then you are our head.
Hello.
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 Am I late?
Yes.
Tremendously.
A little.
I do have one question
Guys,
before I head back to River's Bend.
Oh, yeah, quiet, everyone. Hold on. What's the question?
So you've seen spirits. What spirits have you come in contact with? I've only seen one myself, and it was one of thorns that had sick tindermen upon my people, made of stones and sticks and rubbish,
That one's name is the Growing Green.
growing green.
We
Yeah,
have
that's
also come into contact with the spirit of joy that we have not been given a name.
I've
also
heard
been-
rumors that the spirit of joy and the spirit of growth are at odds of each other. Is this true?
There is a third one, the one that swung her hammer. We haven't got a name, but
We
she
have no idea.
upholds the truth above all else.
Hold on.
All right then, that's good to know. I have much to ponder, for I want to learn as much about this land before I make harsh decisions and choices. People are bringing me all kinds of issues in my own lands, and this will help me figure them out wisely.
Understandable, my voice, man.
I appreciate it. I would like to come here another time to establish maybe trade and other relations. I am Jarl Gorm Hrafn of the River's Bend up the road.
Well, now we have a head. Radolph, that's all you.
Alright. And I will accept the trade lines, and I'll be gladly to support you and support each other in our trade.
We will figure out details over a feast that we will prepare at some point, and I will
Yes.
let you know.
Don't worry. We're working on our own feast. If you come outside, our longhouse is almost finished. We plan on making it a great hall.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, that's here. We plan on finishing it, and we plan on having a grand ball between our two people.
We have finished my mead hall recently the other day, so there's also an option as well. But I must return to my people now. I appreciate you letting me listen on your meeting. I've learned
Oh, no
much.
problem. No problem. Safe travels, fellow leader. And may the spirit be with you.
Who is this?
Hello, Gorm. This is Pierre. Have you managed to recruit some more people?
I have. We are 7 strong currently, Pierre.
Ah, congrats.
And have you found a place as a Fletcher yet?
I am kind of the hobo around this village.
Remember, my offer still stands if you seek to build something for yourself in my lands.
I have some sort of a shack north of here. But eventually I'm just gonna flee to the forest.
There are dark things in the forest. Be careful.
Be careful.
Hey, guys. Grundle rebuilt his thing.
Alright.
I will leave you folks to your
I say we just
issues.
give
I
him
have
the
my own
freedom.
to attend to.
I was glad to meet you again.
Safe travels, friend.
Mm-hmm.
Little late there, Pierre.
Very sorry about that.
E.T., there's a lot for me to consider. A lot has happened today.
It is.
People come into my village trying to make decisions for me. You see how they are speaking to the spirit, threatening the spirit of my own land,
Yes, they do.
with no concern for my people or my opinions.
So, what does your heart say?
My heart says these two who approached us are hurting from their own loss, but they are not to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
They're acting out of anger and emotion. Their thoughts are rash and angry. The
Yes,
spirits
it
are
is.
volatile and unknown. I do not wish to anger them before I figure out my perspective of them.
It sounds wise. So my mother told me, if you have hard decisions to make, always trust your heart. It says always the truth.
Some hearts are misguided, TT. Albert is the example of this. But I try to use a combination of my spirit, body, and mind to understand these situations.
No, Harbert has chosen the angry way.
Albert? He's...
Yeah, he's not choosing the right way. He has chosen the angry way a long time ago.
Are you talking about the Harbert that lives in our village?
Oh no.
You're talking about the men we have met are not named Harbert.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was he called?
I have already forgotten his name. In the confusion, I was thinking about much other things.
Oh, who's Harbert then? The blacksmith?
Albert is the one who was traveling with me when we found you by the ruins of the mountain pass.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad with names.
Albert has gone on a journey to find himself, for he is filled with doubt and sorrow.
Whatever decision you will make, we will support you and we will stay behind you. So there is no bad decisions to make. If it's right for you, it is right for the village. So don't care about the rest.
The man that I was talking to earlier, his name was Grundle. He was a troll hunter, I believe.
Yeah? What do you think about him?
He is... a problem.
I don't trust him, yeah. Same.
Gather everybody around town, tell them to meet in the mead hall.
Alright, I will. Hey Erland, if you're home, just come to the meat hall. We will meet at the meat hall.
Lucius, we're going to have a conversation in the mead hall. We have a lot to ponder, to think about.
Okay, I'll be right down.
Silent Gaiden, a long time no see, man. Welcome in. How are you doing? Garbo. This is an RP server, yeah.
Erland and Harbert aren't in the village, but...
Albert won't be around for a while.
Oh. Why?
He is traveling to find himself. He will be gone for a while.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know that.
Erland
That's
should be
sad.
around here somewhere. I'm sure we'll see him soon.
And what was the other's name? Other person's name? Who's building there?
It is Lucius. He is a good friend of mine who traveled here with me.
Lucius, alright. And what was the name of the other Jarl from the spirits, from the Spirit Shire. I don't know the name. What was the Jarl's name? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I wasn't listening. I was more worried about the spirits and what they knew about them. I figured when we talk of trade and other things, I'll get to know him better, and I can remember his name then. Stand close to the throne, if you will. Today, I have a lot to ponder, and I wish more of us were around, but I know I've sent others out on errands. We are not to make rash decisions or choices on the behalf of actions of others. I want you to remember, both of you, that my word is final, and on matters that are important, to either loose an arrow or to an attack is my decision alone. Unless you are to be attacked by them, then you are to defend yourself. Understood?
Sure.
If you are scared of an enemy and you want to loose an arrow, you do not do so, even if your body urges you to, unless I say so. These people who came to our village today, they were fearful of the spirits, for they had lost much, which I can understand. Loss, grief, and pain. But we would not let them act on our behalf. That's why I had threatened them with harsh punishment if they are to draw the ire of the spirits onto us for their own actions and our own land claim. This is why we need more people to join us. We need numbers to keep each other safe. But it's every one of our jobs now to bring in new people to this village. People we can trust. But I must meet them first. I must consider them. But bring them to me.
So, what is your plan? Do you have a plan?
For the situation, I will try and contact the spirits. The spirit with the hammer specifically, because I want to learn of her. I want to understand her purpose. It's important that I do. So I can give proper respect if it is deserved. I do not know the spirit's intentions. I do not know their way of thinking. I do not know what they do or why they even exist in the first place. When it comes to these other people, I'm not to get twisted into their politics. Their problems are not our own. If we are to thrust ourselves in everyone's situations, we'll find ourselves with more problems to count than our own. We must be careful, thoughtful of our choices. And I'll make the right choice for everyone here. I assure you.
So, are we friendly against the Shire, or do we see them as enemies?
We are friendly with them. I do not see them as enemies. I do not quarrel with them. I have no quarrel with them. Their problems have spilled over into our lands because they came here, not all of them, but the ones who are angered. The troll hunter, spreading rumors and accusations, trying to draw others into conflict.
Yes, that's right.
We want to join conflict so simply. We have to consider our own safety first. We have to consider our own people. We are not their saviors. We are not their heroes. We are our own people who worry about each other first and foremost, and not others. How are we to worry about others when we cannot protect ourselves yet? When we cannot feed ourselves? We are barely making it through currently. We have built everything we need so far, but in a moment's notice, everything could change. Our boars can get sick and die, and we'll have to deal with famine. Our weapons could break, and we are defenseless. The water become polluted with disease, and we cannot drink from it. These could happen to us. We are not ready to concern ourselves with others' political agendas. We think with ourselves for now. Some will see this as greedy. Some will see this as wise. But if we can't take care of ourselves, how are we to help others? Consider this.
And what about the troll man? Is
Let-
he still welcome here?
He can come and trade as long as he does not rile aggression. If he is causing problems for people, he'll be asked to leave. I don't need him spouting nonsense while he's here, but if he continues to cause problems, then he will leave. If he's come here to trade, to drink, then he is fine. But we are not outlawing worship or prayer or offerings to the spirits. If you choose to make an offering, it's on yourself. It's your own choice. You are free people in this land. But the land itself is not free. The land is mine. You can choose to come and go as you do, but if you are in my land, you follow my laws. This is to be understood as well, to be clear.
Alright.
I have a harsh tone, but I mean it out of a sternness that needs to be understood. I believe you both will do very well here. I see much in both of you. Lucius.
Yes.
You had to tell me something about the spirits. What was it?
I was just want to express my concern about that guy. I don't like the way he speaks about the spirits. When he was talking damned words while I sat there, a fog set in, and that's when the spirit showed up.
We need to sacrifice a boar. We need to gather the attention of the spirit of the hammer so we can converse. Hear her ways. Learn of the spirits.
That's what I was going to suggest, because think about it, Gorm. We came here, these were the spirits land first, and suddenly we start taking, we do not return.
I'm aware of this. I have met so many different people in this land. Some believe the spirits to be Empire spies or magic, like that one fool. Some believe that we're taking too much. Some think we have taken a fair amount. It is so early to see what my actions are, my intentions are. I am feeding my people. I am not a greedy man. I have taken this land not for myself, but for the people I care about.
Exactly. But instead of feeding others, maybe we should feed the spirits with gifts.
We will. We are to make a sacrifice. Gather some bowls. Gather some materials so we may make an offering, a shrine. I am not going to push another boar up the hill, but we will build a smaller shrine here, by the pig pen. These boar are strong and sturdy. I'm sure a spirit will appreciate one of their sacrifice. No. It needs to be better than this. We are to sacrifice half of our livestock for the spirit with the hammer so we may commune.
Someone is coming.
Alright. Lucius, I'll talk to them. You prepare.
It's. I
sacrifice.
think it's. I think it's the blacksmith. Or
Erland, is it you?
It is I.
Welcome back. Much has happened. I'm sorry I did not talk to you when you were around. I was busy. So much.
That is fine.
A lot has changed so quickly, Erland. I've made a decision to not heed the mad words of Grundle and Roscoe. One is delusional, thinking everything is the Empire, and the other is angered because he lost his home and hunt to the spirits, because he had angered them, he had earned their ire, had gone to the other village, and I heard their voice. They spoke to me, told me their side of the tale. Grundle is acting out of anger, so his judgment is not clear. We are to sacrifice half our livestock. This is my decision. I want to commune with the spirit of the hammer. I want to know her name, her purpose. If we are lucky, she will grace us with her presence, and we might learn much. Because now I know of 3 spirits. The spirit of joy, the spirit of growth, and this spirit who wields a hammer. I'm sure there are many more out there. What do you think, Orland?
You do what you got to do.
We'll make this offering together, all of us. Let's prepare.
Maybe we can soon get the stuff that I need to armor you men.
I'm sure in time we will find precious metals. We'll have well-crafted blades and armor. I'm sure of this. I look forward to seeing your skill in the forge.
One day you will.
Is there anything you need, Orland? I've not talked to you in a while. Are you doing well?
I'm doing well, Gorm. Yes, thank you.
Good to hear.
I made some money from trading. I want to give it to the village. Where can I lay it down?
Hold on to it for now. We have not decided how I will do taxes in this town to pay for important goods for the good of all of us. The way I want the taxes to work is that I will put all the taxes into building this place better.
Alright then.
The money be used to build and strengthen our walls, our spears, and our shields. To enrich in our foods.
Alright, okay then. Then I will trade a lot of more for the future.
Hey, Josh, welcome in, guys. Welcome in, Fisherman of Core. Jarl Bolgraf. Jarl Bolgraf. I am ready to make my sacrifice. Let's all meet by the pins, so I can begin the speech, the ceremony.
Alright, I'm coming to the hall.
Lucius, I'm going to begin the ceremony. It is time.
Okay.
Need to find Erland. Erland, are you home? We need to wait for Erland. Did anybody see where he went off to?
I did not.
I did not either.
We might need to do this without him then. 3 of us should be enough for now. I'm not sure how the praying will work in this land. I'm not sure how the spirits hear us. I'm not sure how the spirits are aware of our sacrifices.
I could make an announcement.
Perhaps you try something. You are more attuned to the spirits than I am, Lucius. I am trying to commune. The spirit who wields the hammer. We are to sacrifice half of our livestock in hopes that you will commune with us, guide us, clear our misgivings, clear us of our fears, and may us see truly and clearly, so I may judge without fog in my mind.
Okay.
Many
Shall
of-
we begin?
Let's begin. You lead the way for us, Lucius.
Oh, spirits, hear my call, if you can hear me. We have prepared a feast in your honor. We wish to speak to the red-haired lady that wields the hammer. Surrounded me is our pigs. We offer these in sacrifice to hand to you their blood. In return, we speak to the lady that wields the hammer.
Let's kill half of our stock.
The lady that wields the hammer, hear their cries.
One more pig.
Lady with the hammer, hear the pig's cries. This is for you. We request to speak with you. We want to learn. We came into this land, the land that you own, and we take. But now we give back. We just wish to speak. Maybe learn more.
not sure this will even work, but I'm not sure if they hear us or not. Be here to hear this. Let's remain silent for a moment. See if we can feel something pulling us in a direction. Spirits are mysterious in many ways. I'm not sure if this will even work.
They could be feasting right now. I'm sure we will hear from them soon.
I'm sure we're not the only ones praying and offering tribute. I'll bring the remains to the top of the hill where I have made the shrine. We'll leave them there. What's a binary doing, man? Welcome in. Only half week. Nuke incoming. How insulting. I'm enjoying the server. I'm having a lot of good times. A little rough here and there, but I think most of it's been pretty good. Today's event picked up a lot. Now that people are more situated, the role play has been more interesting.
I hope you shall take this as a gift. And you shall feast.
Let me find my words. After today, I have a lot to ponder, a lot to consider for the future of Rivers Bend. That's for sure.
Understood. I shall finish my home.
Lucius, thank you for your wisdom. If you need help, let me know, and I'll help you construct a very good, strong home.
Thank you. I could probably use some help. I'm not the best builder.
Same here.
Then after tons of pondering, I will come over of hammer and wood.
Thank you. Behind you.
Oh.
Is that her? Is that though? I never said such thing. People were trying to speak on my behalf.
We never tried to kill the spirit.
I do not know Grundle. And I do not know what was the other man's name who thought you were a Empire spy. Roscoe.
These people are not welcome here.
I'm curious about the spirits, for I know very little, besides the feelings that had attracted me to these lands. I do not know your names, your motives, our purpose here. We are fated to do. And we are similar in a way, where I cannot speak of what Grundle is thinking, or what Roscoe is thinking. But they will blather on, will they not? Accusing left and right. I had to tell them to stow their arrows. But I figured. I traveled to the village down the river to hear their side of the story, to hear their wisdoms, what they've learned. After hearing them speak, I realized Grundle was shooting piss out of his mouth. I understand his anger, but he is foolish as well. Roscoe is blinded by his hatred of the Empire, sees all things he can't understand as Empire trickery, Empire spies, or something or other. I know there are greater things going on here. And I wish to know who you are. What's your name, and where did you come from? What is your purpose? I have so many questions. I'm sure they are too scared to do that.
Hello, travelers.
Hi, but psh, for a second.
Oh,
Be silent.
Sorry.
I understand. I felt the same way about people spreading lies about me. The more I talk to you, I realize the spirits are similar in many ways now. When I arrived here as an exile, I had the fool spit lies about me, comparing me to this empire. And all you need to know of the empire is they are horrible people who rule in savage and destructive ways, because are harmed by them. The rumor spread. He has earned my ire, as the others who insult you have earned your ire. The Empire. All of us here who have come as exiles have come from different parts of the Empire. I came from the far north, near the ridge of a mountain, with winds fierce as razor blades and soil nearly ungrowable. We hardly grow potatoes and other roots. The Empire's grip there was weak, but known. Most of the other villages were left to fend for themselves, as long as they delivered upon the food to the Empire, we were spared. But in our desperate and low parts of our lives, we've took to raiding one another in my villages. We killed each other, which only sparked a series of revenge killings. And when the killings got bad enough, the Empire would step in and murder half of us as a warning. But our job was merely to provide food for the Empire as much as we could, hardly leaving any for ourselves. Me and my family, my friend here, Lucius, one of the only surviving friends I have from that journey, spoke against the Empire, and we were exiled. There were 15 of us. Now there are only 2 of us. The rest died from starvation, disease, and elements. Or when we found peace, it would be hunted by beasts. We traveled for a very long time. I'm not even sure how long on the ocean we were. It's all a blur now. But I remember there was a storm, the wind like razor, sky black. I could not see very far in front of me. That's how thick the rain was. And the waves were the size of mountains. But in the darkness, I felt something pulling me in a direction to this island. So I stirred my oar through the blackness, not able to see anything, and it led me here. And I'm grateful for this bountiful land. And me and my kin have claimed this peninsula as our new home. For future generations to grow and prosper is our hope. We are so new to hearing of the spirits that we are in shock in awe of your powers. I've met the spirit of growth, which unfortunately I'm not fond of, for I had to defend myself and my kin against these horrible creatures. I've met many people in my journey. Most of them here I've met through the mountain pass, and they have joined me in my cause. I've met people far down the river and far up the river, in the trees and in the fields. Everyone is different from different parts of the Empire, because the Empire is vast. At one point in my life, I thought the entire world was the Empire, consumed by it. I did not think there was no land untouched by Erebar. But we are here now, and more exiles on their way here every day now. Everything is changing so quickly. There's so much going on, I'm not even sure to think half the time. Yes, I believe Roscoe is consumed by fear. He is scarred by the Empire. He has a fire in his heart, as I do. And I've heard the Empire has come to these lands as well. And if we are to find the Empire here, me and my friends will raise blades and spill their blood. Not in the name of ourselves, but in the name of everything we have ever cared about has been taken by the Empire, murdered by the Empire. We'll have a revenge if you ever see the Empire here. And those who are, what is the word, Lucius? Lenient on the Empire. They are giving them, what's the word? It escapes me. Sympathizers.
Oh, there you go.
I would slay them as well, for they are monsters in masks. The Empire is true evil. They are monsters, not to be trusted. But Roscoe is blinded by this. Maybe he doesn't believe in the spirits. Maybe he's not sure how he even got here. I do not know the man very well. I am only assuming things. But these are not based in fact or truth. These are my own guesses. But I have met others who are blinded in similar ways. Arbard, a good friend of mine. He's blinded by grief, loss, and pain. He doubts every decision he makes. He doubts my own decisions. So I've convinced him to go on a travel, to find himself, to harden himself. And when he returns, he will tell us of his adventures. Tell us of what he has learned. With Roscoe, I'm not sure of what his intent is. He will find this light or not. Do not speak for him.
Some people like Roscoe are just simply uneducated in higher power, like spirits and gods. This is what I hope to bring to this town.
Yes. But I have so many questions for you. What is your name? Their name is unimportant. Well, that is a bizarre name, isn't it? I jest. I will be clear, I do not worship you. I do not worship any of the spirits, but simply give my own thanks for those who have helped me get here. I do not understand the spirits. I've never heard of spirits. I've never heard of gods until recently as well. I just want to give my thanks, and I want to understand what you are, who you are, what you can do, what your purpose is. What spirit guided us here? I am confused and am lost. How many spirits are there? Are there many? Despite you being mysterious and unclear and ambiguous, this meeting I appreciate. I've learned a lot. I will. Maybe, perhaps. But I have to be careful who I make enemies with. I am a Jarl of these people. They rely on me to make the right decision, the right calls. If I am brash and make enemies, it would not be very wise of me. But perhaps Roscoe will make an enemy of himself for me, and I would kick his ass gladly. But I'm sure you need no one to kick anyone's ass. I've heard of your might.
You can say that again.
I do not know what to ask now. Do you have more questions for us, perhaps? It seems that, from my understanding, that the spirits are as curious about us as we are about them.
Do you need a temple or a building or something else?
I hunted for deer with a bow. I used everything I could of it, the meat, the skin, and the bones, to keep ourselves warmed in the nights and rain, to keep our bodies protected from sharp weapons. The simple stitching, nothing more. I will, gladly. Well, up here is a shrine I made to the spirits. Not any one specific spirit, because I do not know what you looked like before. I assumed you were birds and owls. Over here is Harbert's home. He's a farmer. He is currently out on a journey to find himself. Down the hill over here is my farm, the first home I built on these lands. I ran my hands to the bone, bloody and scarred, to finish the structure before the rain got worse. When we figure ourselves some better farming equipment, we will plant seeds one day. We came here of nothing, and we have to make the tools from nothing. See. Down there towards the water is our dock, where we'll fish and sail from. I assume people who are interested in trade of goods and materials will come through here. Perhaps River's Bend will be a prosperous trading hub. They've chosen a very strategic location here. It's a peninsula, well defended. Also, it's a Y in the water, where boats will travel from many different directions. Perhaps this dock will be larger and more pronounced one day. It serves its purpose now. Up here is Lucius' home. He is an alchemist. He is knowledge in the ways of potion making and herbs and remedies. He's healed many of my friends and family back home. His work is beyond me, but he is a smart man. But he is crappy when it comes to building, as you can see. I will have to help him finish constructing his home. I fear the wind will knock this over. Over yonder this way is T's home. He's a hunter, a hard worker, and a warrior at that. To the left of that is the marketplace where people will come to trade their goods, hopefully. And further down near the flowers, that is Erland's home, is our blacksmith. Unfortunately, he is not capable of making us better materials yet. He is searching for precious metals. He hopes to find them one day, but so far he sticks to crafting stone and flint weapons for us, and bows made of hide. He is talented, I hear. When he came, he said. This large building, I spent days building. This is where I will conduct my business. Where I will feast with my friends and kin. Where I'll have meetings of importance. This is my longhouse. It is warm and cozy and hospitable for everyone. But do forgive the sparseness of it all, and we have not made furniture for ourselves yet. We are in the process of building much. And across the way is Ebard's home. He is a pig farmer. The pigs we sacrificed were strong and mighty. He bred them himself and raised them. It seems the creatures here grow fast, unnaturally so. Yes. Maybe one day I will build something larger and better to show the craftsmanship and the hard work and labor of my people. Oh, I will, for sure. But for now, it is cozy and warming. I have a question for you. How many spirits are out there? Are there many? There are hundreds. Like you said, we'll find out in time. I'm curious is all. Do spirits eat food? Titi, do me a favor. Go over to my farm and fetch some meat. We'll cook and dine and feast here in honor of the spirit sharing so much knowledge of us, revealing herself and walking amongst us. The boar here, the deer, they are delicious. They've grown strong and they are not sickly, despite us not having spices or other ingredients. The meat itself is succulent and delicious, but I'm sure you are aware of this since these are lands you're familiar with. The lands here are magnificent. They are unlike anything I've ever seen from where I came from. It seems like the rest of the world struggles to be as green and full of life. My hope is, my goals here are to build something for generations to last. For my people to live in peace here finally, to grow in strength and to find happiness, to sleep without fear of the Empire. Many people here in this land are scarred by them. We'll probably hear much of the Empire. I am sure of it. It is on everybody's mind who comes from being exiled. But I do fear that conflict is growing. I fear there are trials to come. Yes. I can feel it all around me. I've noticed the other spirits, they think freely of each other. Are all different. You're all your own, for what I understand. I've had to fight one of the spirits. The growth. I'm not sure exactly why they were angry, but they were angered over, I believe, trees being chopped down, and I had fought their beasts. I was victorious. No, I fought their champions or something. But I did fight them in a way. Yes, those men made of stone and twigs, the tinder men. The spirit of growth had set very large ones, and I had fought them bravely. They were dangerous, but we were victorious. The spirit of growth is interesting. When I had met that one and admired the flowers that the Erlander had grown, but in the same vein had struck so viciously once seeing a tree had been chopped down to build these homes that we require to live and survive. Most of us cannot survive in the elements. Some can, but not everyone. Some of us are weak that way. So we build homes so that we may prosper. There should be food inside these containers that Titi had brought us. Feast, enjoy. Enjoy what we have cooked.
It's the best honey in the world. I have brought something for you too, Jon. Here, take this too.
Where did you find honey?
I traveled around and bought it. With some other travelers.
I have not tasted honey in a very long time.
Yes, me neither.
It is delicious. It reminds me of different times. I'm sure in time this great hall will be decorated and beautiful, full of luxuries and things we've earned from hard work and labor. Pardon me. I'm at a loss for words. I've run out of things to say. I'm not sure how to entertain a spirit, as well as I can entertain my fellow man.
Can I ask a question? What can we do to help the spirits? I mean, this is your lands, so we are living on it. That's why maybe we can help you out. So we can live here in peace.
I'm sure time would tell. TT.
Excuse me?
Sir, I'm sure time will tell. I think she's already... I wasn't sure you were a spirit when you're on the roof.
Yeah,
I assumed you were somebody who climbed up there. Before now, I wasn't sure what the spirits looked like. The only spirit I had seen was covered in thorns and so on. Did not know spirits were to look like us.
Yes,
or us
that's right.
to look like you. Yes.
I did.
There are some very good climbers. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody found a way up there.
If you want, I can show it. I can show it to you. I can do that too. I'm a good climber.
I will share something with you. Pardon, I lose my words sometimes. I will share you something about human nature. We are mistrusting. Do not easily place trust into others. Most of us have lived very hard lives and lost many we've cared about. But when we see strange things, sometimes we are foolish in our actions. I assume we are foolish, aren't we, TT? We are very
we are-
foolish.
we were not born foolish. Babies are not foolish. Humans are getting foolish by their past.
We're saying we
Babies are
become
not
foolish.
Yeah, we become foolish. That's right.
It is very interesting. I've never heard anyone say that before. We become foolish.
Yeah, we become foolish.
It is actually
No one-
very, very wise. What is it? No. Do not have a reason to lie. I speak with pointed truth. I am direct.
What kind of lie do you mean?
I'm not sure if she heard you.
Maybe I've lied. I said it is the best honey in the world. But it could be the second best too.
What do you consider to be a crime? Crimes can be interpreted in very different ways. For in the Empire, speaking your mind was a crime. It varies on who is it varies on who is casting judgment.
That's right.
A crime is, a simple crime. A horrible crime is murder. Murder for no other reason. Murder for greed. Murder for jealousy. It's one to kill in self-defense or injustice. But murder is a crime. No two ways about it. What is your judgment? What are crimes in the eyes of your spirit? Well, I wish not to find out at the end of your hammer, that is for sure. It would be devastating for my person. I heard when you swung it, it destroyed not but one house, but many homes in the area, pushing people back against the walls. I heard it was mighty. I hear it was terrifying. We are fragile compared to you. From where I come from, the only power I've seen, not even close to a fraction of what you've done. People in the Empire have built contraptions such as catapults or trebuchets or ballistas. It cause great and terrible damage, but nothing compared to what you can do. Not compared to what nature could do. I've seen oceans swallow ships. That is powerful. The humans are only able to mimic a fraction of what you can do. You are right, you have given much, and I am thankful. You, like I said, despite you being vague and ambiguous, I've learned a lot from your words. I've taken a lot from your words. It has made my perspective of the spirits much clearer. I understand so much more than I did before. And I am truly grateful for you sharing this knowledge of me. And I hope to see... I don't know what I hope to see. I hope to see something. I'm sure of it.
Who's this? Who's running there?
That was, Lucius, I believe.
Oh, okay. She took all the honey.
I'm sure she did.
Damn, honey is so expensive. She took all of it.
I'm so tired after the day. I've learned much, and my mind has been pained by all the conflict of today's
Hell yeah.
activities.
I hope she ate well. So...
RP shenanigans, it was annoying because I have to go and now do a voiceover for that character in the editing. So when Frag edits it, I'm gonna send him voiceovers.
I think you should
I know some female
for
character.
today.
I know some female voice
Come on,
actors who can
clean
voice act the
mind.
character.
Clear mind, I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I will sit here and ponder a while.
Alright then, let me know if you need something.
I'll be sure to. I honestly do not like text RP. No matter how epic and cool it is, I'd rather have the person speaking. Because when I edit the video, I'm going to have to do some voiceovers now. Which is fine. But it's going to take some time. I just wish the admins would do voices, you know? It'd make it so much better. Maybe one season? Oh my god, it'd be fun to play a god or something. I'll ask next season to play a god. And I would have so much... I would love to play a god that really stirs shit up, you know? And like angers the other gods and things like that. Honestly, it would be a lot of fun to roleplay the perspective of like a god. What do spirits taste like? So one question remains. What do spirits taste like? Like God of War? Maybe a little bit. That'd be fun. You know, I could, like, break the rules of the other gods, show up to a mortal, and give him a really powerful weapon to stir some conflict in the lands. It'd be so cool, you know? I would look around to see who I'd give it to, and I would watch and be interested in see how they use it. So I was just thinking so much like that. The RP was good. I'm glad I recorded all that. It was definitely worthwhile. Lucius. What are you doing in here?
What is this place?
This is Ognar's home. He's our pig farmer.
Oh. I don't know, since I returned there's been lots of buildings I wasn't quite sure on what is what.
You're right,
So I
I
was
have,
doing a bit of exploration.
I've not shown you around. Much has grown in your journey. We're prospering. We're doing well. I'll go harvest wood to help you in your building.
Okay, thank you.
I have wood at home. I don't need it. I can give it to you too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it has to be people to play a god character. It has to be people who are approved to role play that character. RP, you could not give that role to someone random, you know. But if I was a god who wanted to give an OP weapon or item to a mortal, you know, I would still role play it out, you know. Like, I would look around for somebody to give it to, you know, someone, because I know if I give someone an OP weapon, I am purposely altering the course of roleplay by giving someone power to do as they wish in a sense. But then at the same time, I'm a god, and once he makes enough enemies as a punishment and out of misery, I could take it away, because literally as a god, I could do whatever I want. But I would do it in a very roleplay, story-driven way. I wouldn't be like trolly about it, you know? I like having multiple gods. I just wish all the gods were required to have microphones. It would be my critique, you know? Because it'll add more atmosphere. Honestly, I wish it was a requirement on the server for everyone to have microphones. Like, I honestly have so little interest in role-playing with people without mics, you know? It's just my personal taste. You know, I'll still role-play with them if, you know, if they come up to me, but I'll probably not go searching them out. You prefer no mic? Yick. I prefer people with mics that have good mics. If you have a bad mic, you're not allowed to play on the server. That's how I would be if I made my own server. Eventually, when I have the money and I'm a big boy streamer, big boy YouTuber, I'll put together some RP servers. And first rule is have to have a mic. Second rule has to be a good mic. You can't sound like shit. Those are rules I would make that would be very important. But dude, what about players like me who can't read? I'm glad our characters finally met, because the reason my character didn't recognize your character was because I couldn't hear his voice in the beginning. So like and also didn't know your name. Well, I'm glad our characters interacted because it was good. I bet it was a little tense for you because I have a very stern character. I have a stern voice, and I approach things and I raise my voice in anger, especially when I've been, like accused of something. You've earned my ire. You're very dyslexic by choice. Yeah, me too. It was good RP though, man. It's fucking solid. I'm definitely stuttering less of my character. I'm definitely more sure of what I'm going to say. Because sometimes here and there I was kind of like not sure what to say. I can't wait to be like one day when someone like really actually pisses me off and be like, I will teach you a lesson in humility, I'm sorry, I am focused.
Right. I'm going to sleep. I will see you tomorrow.
Alright, sleep well.
Have a good night. Sleep well too.
Like throw someone in a cell for a bit to make them think on how they're talking to a Jarl in his lands, disrespectfully. Because my character will do shit like that if you piss him off enough. The point is not because he's abusing his power. The point is he's making a point of showing respect to me when you're on my turf, Yeah, I notice your character's very childish. Yeah, I like choosing good words. Are you ready for me to help? What do you have in mind for your home? I know you are somebody who has...
Well, this would be my study deck. I want this open. But over here, this would be enclosed for my living quarters.
How tall do you want this to be?
Oh, I don't know.
Would this be fine? Let me show you.
Oh yes, that would be perfect. Something like this would be a great help.
Yeah, and one thing I'm loving about this, man, is that characters' perspectives are very different. Your character has this,
Thank you,
like...
Gorm. This looks perfect.
You have this guarded hatred for authority. Roscoe has this hatred for the Empire, he's probably lost a lot, and it blinds him towards what the spirits really are, Do you have any rocks on your person?
I do not.
You know what's crazy RP shenanigans? Like, if you were to continue on harassing my character and it got out of hand, Gorm Hrafn would definitely execute you, too. Like, he would not hesitate if your rumors... I don't even know if they were your rumors. The worst part is you could get blamed for rumors because of you starting few in the beginning, you know? And that could cause... Like, so that causes a death on my side. Like, I lose somebody. You know, it would start a chain reaction of revenge and killing and murder, which would be pretty bad. Shit like that could have happened. But I think we're finding more common ground, so we might continue this path for a while. Who knows? Things could change. Your character could change, good or worse. I don't know what you're thinking. We'll have to find out in character now, won't I? Yeah, especially as a Jarl, I cannot... Like, the hard part about being leaders, I cannot be seen to be made to look weak. And in the eyes of the people, that would force me to make a harsh decision. Where if I wasn't a leader, I would have, you know, tried to brush it off. But as a leader, I would have to make an example. Hell yeah, brother. Same here, man. The RP and the drama's heating up. Yeah, and the politics roll in. I saw that we're allowed Surtling cores. So that means we're allowed to make... Does that mean we're allowed to make furnaces? Furnaces and smelters? But we're just not allowed to use materials for... Like, we're not allowed to smelt anything yet. Of course, but we can have them ready for when the time comes. I saw that we're allowed to have and own Surtling cores in the rules. Because it says... Justin, where is it? River lore. Not river lore. River progression. Additionally, we allow core wood, Surtling cores, bone fragments, yellow mushrooms, blueberries, blue mushrooms, crystals, and coins. No taming wolves or locks, you know. No furnaces. So you can have the cores, but you can't use the cores to make a furnace yet. Okay. A bonfire.
Do you have any spare stone? Oh.
I do. How much do you need?
Just 5. Thank you. That was a long throw. That stone seemed to have fell underneath my house.
I'll give it. I have more to give you.
Oh, I could reach it.
I figured you're one to eat in bed.
You got that correct.
Edo. I remember picking that up. Hell yeah! I'll let you know if I need them or not. I've gotten some pretty good angles, so I'm doing pretty good. Maybe send me a Google Drive file of you sneaking up to the place. Would be something I could use. I think it's about it so far. Or maybe you leaving signs as well. If you want to send me some clips like that. Maybe I'll use it in the video. I gotta go see the spirit of joy. I've heard word from the spirit, I think. Something is telling me we should go to the tavern. A joyous event is happening.
Okay. What is happening?
I believe there's a celebration going on. You have clothes? Right, follow me.
You take and eat all my food.
Well, it's my food, isn't it? I'm Yarrow. I'm always right.
What about feeding your people?
They can starve for all I care.
This person right here is hungry.
I am to become fat and big on my throne so I cannot move.
Become an old lazy man.
I am jesting, of course. If you want strawberries, I'll give you the strawberries. and swim across.
Oh, maybe I should take a strawberry then. Thank you. Oh, I don't think I might make it.
You're fine. I'll pull you out if I have to. I have no idea bionic toothpick, but it just began, so at least a couple months. This is why we need a boat again. You're fine. The Rotten Gamer stream. How you doing, man? Long time to see. Welcome in. Welcome back. I've been having a lot of fun role-playing, though. We had some really cool shit happen today with the gods, which will make for some pretty good video content.
My old knees are aching.
You're fine. Don't you worry. The pain is good for you to steel yourself, remember?
Sometimes I'm glad we took the boat rather than walking like some of them other people.
That's how they would have walked there. I thought you had to take a boat to get here. Hell yeah. Hopefully you get into the RP. Maybe we'll run into each other. Oh, you'll find it. I think when we enter the tavern, we just sit and listen. See what the people have to say. I'm sure they'll speak of all kinds of interesting situations.
Yes, but I must sleep soon.
I understand. And I believe I will sleep soon myself. My voice grows tired. By the way, you've done good work in many different ways.
Thank you.
I look forward to
trying
seeing
my
the
best.
current work you have sent me. Well, if you're lucky, you might end up joining our nation. If not, you'll join somebody else's, and I'll be jealous.
cape I need you to make.
Oh. I was offering you one anyways.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect.
What will you bet then, Spooky?
Well, if I win, I ain't gotta
Bacon.
pay for the cape, and if I lose, I will pay for the cape.
But
How's
either way,
that?
you may
Just won't
have
let
to
me take
provide
it.
materials. At the
Oh, I
least.
figured that. I got a big old pile of bones for you.
Ah, perfect.
It might be a good idea while
Bones?
you're
I
in the
could use
tavern
bones.
to
How much
turn
were
off
the bones?
turn off your quick grabbing fingers, so you don't accidentally steal drinks.
Did I steal another drink?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Robert, I just remembered.
Shall I begin the count?
Yes, I will
Yeah, I'll
turn
let
off
you start the roll.
my fingers.
Robert, have you heard of the Giants' encampment to the north?
Giants encampment to the north? No, I have not. I've seen a village with the swamp folk up to the north.
Oh, wait, the swamp folk? Then what are they doing in the forest?
Don't know, it's a small town overrun by them.
Well, if
Hello
you'll
there, gentlemen. Can I get you anything to drink?
either lead me to
I am fine for now, thank you.
house,
Maybe something to eat?
your
We've
workshop,
come prepared.
work on
Perhaps
making your cape
We heard
for
that
you.
the spirit of joy would be
the
here.
rolls
Is
at
this true?
65.
Oh, the Spirit of Joy
What do you mean?
will be
Yeah,
here in a couple of
We're
days.
still playing.
Oh, we are?
Maybe I misheard.
Yes, I'm
The
sorry.
death is when you
It
roll
was
a
a.
one.
I'll try and see if I can.
Yeah.
If I see the Spirit of Joy, which I hadn't for a few days, and saw briefly today, I'll ask if perhaps he can make a clarifying statement as to when people should come by. But are you sure I can't get you anything? You've come all this way.
I've come supplied. I've got plenty of food in my purse, but the fire here will suffice for now.
All right, as long as you're comfortable.
And who are you?
I'm the Arne. I believe I trespassed on your lands a few days ago.
With what's his name? Arvid, right?
Maybe you need Laurel to come kiss you for luck.
Who's Arvid?
Maybe you were someone different. So many people have come through my lands recently, I've lost track.
I should have.
You are the Jarl, are you not?
I
It may
am.
not be too late.
Alright, I rolled a 1 though, so.
But this is not the place to talk of politics now, is it?
He is. I don't appreciate
Not
being
necessarily.
volunteered
I
for
was just
kissing.
confirming of your
I
identity.
was offering them to offer to ask you.
Uh-huh. Don't worry. I can definitely kiss on my own terms.
Just like how you were kindly offering lotto tickets.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about that. That's over.
Okay, y'all want to buy some lotto tickets?
Alright. It was great seeing you, Spooky. I think you have to be on your way now.
Well,
Your casino is on
I think it's time for me to sleep.
Yeah, plus we need to. I
You
need to
get
make
some
this
much
cake.
needed rest. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you soon.
Goodbye, Gorm.
One last thing before you go.
You know what?
If you do not see me tomorrow, let others know.
Okay.
The day after, I may be gone for 3 days on my own journey to
you know where to find
investigate things. If I'm not around, you're in charge.
That's where I go.
I assume you make wise and unrash decisions.
I would chase down Julie. She's
Yes,
outside with
I would look after the
the
camp for
short
you.
blonde hair.
I appreciate
and
it.
a tail.
Got it. Thank you.
May the spirits
Safe
be with you,
travels.
Gorm. See you
You as
later.
well.
Seem to open the door. There we go. Sit.
Okay. What was I doing? I was doing something. Ugh, inventory. Alright. Inventory.
Robert?
Yep.
I say the last time we met, our conversation was interrupted several times.
But it was. How's your town doing?
It is doing well, and it is thriving. The spirit who wielded the hammer visited us, graced us of her presence. We talked for a long while. I've learned much. The spirits of my recent travels.
You seem to have changed your tune about spirits.
There is more clarity to them, but I have learned that all spirits get along, nor are they all on the same side or agree with one another. They're much like us. Indecisive. Decisive. Independent of each other. They do as they wish because they are powerful. They are forces of nature for sure.
Well, is there anything I can get you here?
Just company for now. I've come
Just
to
company.
see who's around here to learn of the other exiles as I usually do.
Well, you've just
Knowledge.
missed a small party. Spirit of Joy came to inspect the bonfire.
So I've heard. He is a elusive one for myself. But I still hold the same opinion of the Spirit of Growth. I was calling the Spirit of Thorns for a bit, for I did not know its name. But that one seems to not get along with other spirits all too well. You bite your tongue,
Usually
for what
there's
reason? Are you nervous?
random
I'm
people's
tired.
kitchens.
You're tired.
It's been a long night of revelry.
I can imagine. I see that you're swaying a bit in your stance
It's
now.
rustic.
Have you been drinking?
A
I've
little bit of the raspberry juice, but
never worked
nothing
in a farm
alcoholic.
kitchen.
Do you have mead by any chance?
I have one bottle left.
How much will this cost me?
You mind if I finish cooking this meat?
I can bring it for you if you'd like.
Oh, please. I'm sorry. I
Have it as a
it
gift.
was.
I appreciate it.
Hopefully the Spirit of Joy will be back soon with mead in tow.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to offer you a tankard.
I would love a tankard as well.
Oh,
This is very tasty mead. This is worthy of celebration.
I noticed you put it to your lips before I could even give you a container. Oh, the floor. Oh,
Did it just go through?
it
Oh,
did.
okay.
It did. It did. That's all right. That's all right. I will.
want anything.
We are
Sorry,
really
I'm
going to
like
have
bacon
to.
and pork
Oh,
rinds.
I will take anything that could bolster
You're gonna get
my
stuck.
fortitude as I go fight the Draugr. Or swamp people, or whatever we call them.
Robert.
Got it.
Okay, good.
I
Just
don't-
wiggle backwards. Okay.
Good night, Fragged. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging
All
out.
right.
Look at work, man.
well,
You're gonna be
if you
tired tomorrow, man.
Give me what you have. I can put some stuff
There you go.
together.
That's a tankard for you.
I'm just gonna go hunt. What kind of meats would I be hunting for? Boar or venison?
Well, if you want bacon, I'm going to need deer meat and raw pork. And
Close this and see
if you want pork rinds, I'm going to need leather scraps and raw pork. I use the leather
Skull
scraps to make a little pouch.
to prosperity,
Plenty of that.
and may the
Strange.
spirits
Repair the damage.
show themselves to us in a way that we will understand.
For some reason, a fire
Cheers,
just
Scott.
stood up in my
A
teeth.
strange word.
What is?
Skull. I've seen it written a few times in the books, but what does it mean, sir?
It is older language from my elders. It basically is cheersing us about a celebration. We are cheersing each other for an occasion. Skull.
Thank you.
Ah,
Don't worry about it.
Skull.
thank you for teaching me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to try harder
Hello.
once I've a tankard of brew myself. Oh, I hear new voices.
Joy is plentiful here.
Please do have a seat
Joy is
and rest
plentiful
while it's
here.
quiet. I don't know
If
how
you've
much
come
longer
for
it'll last.
the bonfire,
It doesn't stay
there
quiet
seems to
for
have
long
been some
here.
sort of misunderstanding.
I'm sure of it.
Joy says that he'll return in a couple of days.
Oh, Robert,
But
I'm
in the
destroying
meantime,
this
can I get you anything?
What's swing?
this one.
I'm Mira.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I own the tavern.
It's just in front of our sign.
I'm just gonna
Oh,
let me have a
it's
swing.
good to meet
Have a
you,
swing, have
Mira.
a swing.
I believe we
Look up and down.
met
Look up and all around. See if we can
first
hear all
beginnings of the settlement just south of here.
Oh.
Well, not
Yes,
south,
but it's been a
Did that
while.
not work?
West.
Seems this is a very
I
solid
hope your
swing.
meals have been
It
going well.
is. Oh,
and
Maybe
your
see.
sickness has been
Maybe
cured.
it's rusted already.
Oh, I
I
think you're
broke
thinking of Vera.
What a shame. Oh, yeah.
My apologies if this is the case. You two
It's
seem
still
to
got
share
it.
quite the syllables in your name.
Yes, I realize that it's a little confusing, but mine is
A
Mira
lot of people here tonight.
and hers is Vera, like a violin. I think she's feeling a little bit better. She's actually resting in my bed at this moment. Nothing under the table, she just wasn't feeling well. Can I get you that drink? What?
Certainly, I would love one.
Great. Why don't we go inside?
So, oh, I see. This will be a huge fire.
Yes, we've had contributors from everywhere.
Let me make a phone call right quick.
That's alright. If you do contribute, just make sure that you let one of the tavern workers know so that they can tell them.
Got some good news. Hey Dave Essen, how you doing? Welcome in. Sorry, I had my mic muted because I was on a call with my friend. We're moving soon, and I was just telling him about some of the updates and shit, and I'm excited. We have a new job somewhere else. It's gonna be good. So it seems like server time, like when things are active, seems around like 3 to 6, 7. Like it seems when the server is most active. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Well, guys, I am probably going to end the stream here. We'll see if we can find something to write and host. Someone else streaming? I want to see someone else is streaming. Garibaldi is streaming. Watch.
Laurel and friends.
Toodles.
She was so flustered, she just left.
What about you, friend? Do you have any items with you that have your name on them that I can purchase off of you?
Quite a few.